Hello survivors, welcome to a brand new I Am Legion Stand Survivor video. Today we are looking at the 2.0 that got released yesterday or today, I don't know what time zone you live in. So yeah, it just got in and there's a brand new thing called Artifacts along with a brand new purple stand and something called Ascended Stands, which if you take a look at the glossary, you can have a look at all of them here. So I haven't unlocked all of them. They are quite interesting. I am going to do something with Zephyr doing Hao Yi and ascend Hao Yi now. I do know what they do need to ascend as well, so we're going to go and do that. But it doesn't actually tell you what they need because I think it's dependent on. I think it might actually be random. So we'll see how that goes. We might actually not do this one. There's still a lot that we have to do. There's also some of my favorites that I haven't done yet, like the werewolf over here. We have done One Punch Man, One Punch Master, One Punch Man. There's also the Skeleton King we haven't done. We have to do all of them eventually. So we'll end up doing that and see where we can go from there. This one is actually I'm going to do Guan Yu. It is insane. Every 4 attacks, you gain the 18.4k for this attack, and you gain 4 physical damage from him, his normal thing. So it was every 4 attacks you gain 4 physical. From this one, it's each attack applies gives you +3. So it is technically a lot faster. So instead of gaining 4 physical from 4 attacks, you gain +3 every single attack. So it's crazy. It's nearly triple the amount. So that's cool. There's also a whole brand new, a lot of blessings. I think they redid all the blessings. So you need to reopen all of them. And then there's a whole artifact system that they've introduced, which I'll show you. So you need to push tab to get it open. So you push tab, and here's the new artifact mode with a whole lot of different things. I'm going to do this one. We got to play with the moon goddess, so that's perfectly fine. Complete this map on this difficulty once and win 10 monster challenge encounters. The monster challenge encounters, after 9 of them, the 10th one is what you have to beat to do the to fight or to open up the awakening of your orange stands. I want to get ore upgrades or gold growth. So gold and ore is going to be the most important thing over here. Although for this, it says that once our mage crit up, that's subsidiary. You don't have to worry about that. But to ensure that you have a really fun time, or even getting that crit or whatever, it is actually much better to have that. So we need everything from the mage. So we got the magician. Oopsie. We've got both of the skeletons. And we've actually got Hao Yi. So we can do our Hao Yi like we wanted. But we'll see whichever one. Actually, yeah, if we do Hao Yi, I already know how to evolve it as far as I know. I think we need a Monkey King as well. So we'll do that. I think we're going to be getting a whole lot of stands. And it could be a mess. We'll see how it goes. It's been quite some time since we played. So I am a little bit rusty still. Although I have played for a couple of hours already since the update hit, so we should be fine. The only thing I miss is after you've beaten a stage, it gives you the opportunity to what's the wording, to play like hyper mode, where everything's much faster. And to me that's a little bit better, but it is what it is. Okay, we got that as well. We must replace this. We do need you in here. You need to be a 2 cost and a 1 cost, but most of the time it's in between, so we'll just leave it for now. You are gonna have to be a 2 cost, so we'll make you a 2 cost there, and this guy needs to be a 2 cost there and a 2 star. Sorry, not 2 cost, but that just means we can do things like that. This is a 2 star as well, just to save space. Okay, no point in re-rolling. It just uses up a thing that we're going to have to lock anyway. And then we're just looking for some money right now so we can open up the next area. This goes so much faster on Harper Roll. Okay, so this is the new artifact system. So we use ore again. So instead of gear, we now got artifacts. And there is something called devouring. What happens is when you devour a piece of gear, it opens up one of the artifact slots, but it also keeps the devoured gears passives, if that makes sense. So over here, we got 7% increased XP orb drop. We can go and grab that. What I am looking for is things like dragon, So the dragon stuff is really good for us. It's ore spawn speed. That's fantastic. And then I'm also looking... Oh, there's another dragon one. So increased life drain. And then we've got the green dragon as well. As you can see, it says owned 1. If you grab 4 of them, it turns into another piece over here. So that's percentage ore dropped. And then the last one is the green dragon over here. This one's also pretty good. Every level we gain 20 gold. About 50% gold drop over there. And we should be able to get green dragon very, very soon. And you'll see what happens when they get combined. It is RNG when what you find. So we'll see what happens. And then this is one of the monster challenges. So random boss spawns for a certain amount of time. That isn't, I say random, but every single stage the bosses are scripted. So it's the same amount of bosses all the time. And then we, again, looking for ore or for something similar to that. Although they wanted us to have magical crit damage for this round. So we will go and grab that regardless and see where we can go with that. And then we can go down, I guess. And then we got magical crit. No. Gold growth could be good. Max HP. I don't have it unlocked. But we don't need that just yet. This one, it says every 1,000 gold gained, we gain plus 16 magical power. So let's go grab that. It goes up to 15 times. So that's a pretty decent amount of magical power over there. We can grab ourselves this guy. And then lock over there. Perfect. And now a new place opens, so we should get a decent amount of XP as well as ore and so on and so forth. As soon as you go into higher difficulties, you'll notice that you'll get more than 2 skulls. And the timer does go for longer. So typically it was 15 minutes per round. This time we're looking at a lot more. But it should be fine. A reroll. I'm going to take the X. Actually, we can go magic growth per level. That's fine. Grab those 2. Grab these guys. Grab that guy and lock here. And then we can either do them or them. It doesn't really matter. That's a 2 cost. And this one is a 1 cost for that one. We need both, actually. That's a crazy one. The Skeleton King looks like he's quite difficult to make, so we'll go for the other one instead. First. Much easier. We don't have a lot of ore, but I guess we get a free forge. We get plus 15 armor. Every 30 seconds, a unit spawns on the map, a fruit tree. These fruit actually give us quite big bonuses, so I am going to grab that because I know that it's leveled up. When picking up a fruit, it recovers. Its recovery effect is increased. So we'll go for that as well. The fruit tree, like I mentioned, I've got mine leveled up in the artifact system. So I know for a fact that we're going to be doing really, really well if we grab those fruits. So you'll start seeing these like weird apples on the floor. You just got to run over them like you would health. And it's going to give you bonus stats like bonus life, bonus mana, and so on and so forth. Okay, every time, every item pickup randomly gains the following effects up to 60 times. 8 souls every level plus physical. No, let's go for item boom. It's not exactly what we want, but it's really not that end of the world either. And with regards to how much time we have, it's also pretty chilled to just take our time, level up a couple of bits so we can get souls. We can do this boss challenge as well. I think we have enough damage for it. We do have, yeah, we got plenty of damage for it. Okay, we actually end up getting 2 of these quite quickly, so I want to do that one first. Shield bearer can go there. We might be pulling ourselves too thin here, though. Okay, ore growth is very, very good for this. Do not be mistaken. You do want to get as much ore as humanly possible. And then I'm just going to do something quickly here because I think we've got way too much going for us. So let's go and just drop these quickly. I needed him as well. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we just got Monkey King, him, and him going for now. So let's sort out those ones first. And then we'll sort out the other ones. We have started the other ones, but That's going to be a bit better. Alright, so here's the first thing. As you can see, it says synthesizables. So we go and we click on it. And now it says that every 11.5 seconds, we randomly gain either gold or ore. And if we get something that triple double, where it says it's inactive, if we get that, we then gain 104% bonus damage, as well as bonus damage to bosses. And the effect of stand combo skills is increased by an additional 160%. Now, it doesn't start off on that amount, but I've got mine to a higher level, so it definitely makes a big difference. Next, we can go for attack speed, just to help our stands, but I don't think it really matters that much. And there we go, we got one of the trees over there. For some reason, it didn't give us anything else. It was supposed to give us health or other stats, but I didn't see it, so very unfortunate. Also, there's no real rush in doing the monster challenges. You can do them as soon as you want, or you can take your time doing them. Taking your time doing them will be more beneficial in a sense, because you will be able to get a little bit stronger, because they get stronger every single time you fight the next one and the next one. So, yes. Alright, so we got the skeleton there. We can do beauty as well. There's another tree. Just giving us healing, which I don't remember it's supposed to be doing. It's supposed to give us stats, but maybe I haven't unlocked the part of it that gives us the stats. Maybe we'll be able to unlock that now. Okay, that boss is down, and then we get this. I'm going to go for ore growth again. Ore growth allows us to get more ore, of course, which means that we can get stronger. Okay, pick up range. These are weird. I'll explain how they work a little bit later, once we find the part of it that makes sense. We do get the other dragon parts, so we'll go and grab that, or one of the other dragon parts. So this needs an astral wheel. There's two wheels. There's one for positive signs and there's one for negative signs. And then there are benefits you get from having them that you can then use, that you need to use to make them consume that item. So it consumes the item. There's a few of them. I think there's like 6 of them, the star signs for each negative and positive. And you gain a whole big new effect from them if you grab if you grab it. So yeah, that's something that we'll take a look at. This guy needs a double, and that's a 3-star him. So let's just make it a 3-star, so it's out of the way, and make him a double as well. So we're also a bit stronger. And then the monkey is a double as well, so that can be perfect over there. We just need one more wolf. And then we've got the Monkey King as well. The Monkey King, again, like I mentioned, is going to be for the one character, but it definitely does help having it if you know what the combinations are from the top of your head. It does make it a lot easier when you awaken to get it, because like I mentioned, you need a specific unit, and it doesn't show it to you in the game, which I hope they fix, because once you've unlocked it, it's nice to plan, being like, okay, well, I want to use Awakened One Punch Master this round. So will it just show me who the heck I need, instead of me having to remember every single stand. We can also open a door here. We can go and do the one right above us, actually. And we nearly didn't win that one, so that's pretty intense. Okay, every ore we gain, no, plus 8 souls, and every time we level up 30 magic power, we can do that one. And then let's do that. Gold gains physical. No, we'll just do the ore one. That's fine. And now we can grab the Preacher Realm. It's fine. None of those are really great, actually. East is also fine. We do have the East for that. We need 4 of them. These are also really good. But Spring, the seasons are very, very good for us. So we'll grab a season. I actually don't want East. So let's get rid of those. And then we don't need Petra either. I'll just re-roll in future. And we actually got a white dragon, which is HP growth. So we got HP growth, and then we've got that. We've got some HP regen. Pretty good For us, we got our first purple stand, which is fantastic. Again, we are looking to grab ourselves Howie. Oops, we don't need you right now. And we're looking to grab ourselves the Monkey King as well. Okay, let's go up here, because this is where the game wanted to... Well, this is where we opened up the door, so we've got a lot of XP, a lot of gold, a lot of ore over here as well. The next boss fight, I think there's only one more after this guy. And we can go for the growth. We are 90 out of the 240. I think, doesn't she gain... That's only magic growth. She does get 20% crit damage after we've got more of the stands, though. What I am going to do here is we'll just spend a little bit. I'm not going to re-roll. Oh, we actually got the Monkey King. Because we've already got the blue stand over there that we can go and alter or whatever you call it. And it wasn't the last boss. Maybe it was the second last boss. The last boss, I'll show you what makes it the last boss. It's also the only one that gives you the scroll that allows you to awaken one of your purple stands as well. So you do need that specific one. Over here, nothing yet. We're going to refresh. We'll try and... There's been a lot of times where I'm like, oh, what do we do here? What do we do here? And a lot of the time it's just like, okay, well, that works. A lot of the time I do that and then I'm like, oh no, what if we do this or that instead? It's much better to just grab the ones that, I mean, to just grab everything if you have a lot of ore. Re-rolling is quite expensive. And they all have really, really good benefits, so it doesn't really matter that much. But yes, I do get that sometimes it's really hard to know what to go for. But once you've learned what all of them do, you kind of know. Alright, so we got the Monkey King. Now we can go back to getting the... Oh wait, we want the other guy first. But we can at least start off getting another one. I think it was him that we were quite close to. And he does give stats as well, so we might as well grab it. I mean, how close are we to him? We've got the 3 cost. No, we don't. So we still need more of those. We've got that. And we've got one of these, so we need another one of that. And then just 2 fire elementals. Okay. So we're pretty close to him, which is good because we need to... I'm just hoping it does merge the way I think it does by using the same characters. If it does, then we're in a good spot. If it doesn't, then we're Scrooged. And then it's just random every single time, and we've just spent a whole lot of time unlocking Monkey King for absolutely nothing. Okay, ore drops. Percentage. Of course, I want to get as much of it as possible. So that's done. We just need the... I don't know why I spent that gold. Whatever. Get as much ore as humanly possible. I think we can go to the left now. We still got plenty of monsters to defeat. I believe 11 will be the max that you can get on this stage specifically. But again, if you go up to the higher stages, like we mentioned, you will be able to get far more. So there's one. We just need one more. Yeah, we didn't get it. Not worth the re-rolling, unfortunately. Yeah, I actually want this basic spell power. We do get Autumn and Red Dragon. Autumn is the fruit tree. We do get the upgrade now. So now when we pick up the fruit, we get the power-ups. That's what it was. We needed to pick up the fruit first. I mean, we had to get the Divine Fruit. So now we get quite decent stats when picking up a fruit. And then also the 4 seasons. Every 5.4 seconds, we get a wheel with a diameter of X amount that follows the character, dealing true damage per second to enemies hit for 12 seconds. So that's also why we want to grab them. That's pretty good. And then we've got the triple combo, triple double down now. We've got the 3 dragons. That's fantastic. This one gives us random attributes every 20 kills. And now we can go for this. Winter works. And now we get the stats. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to get very powerful. It's about halfway in though, so it's a little bit unfortunate. But it is what it is. Okay, where's this boss? Over here. You're going down, boss. Okay, perfect. Now we get 10% XP orb drop. We get life drain or movement speed for every increased ore. I'll take that. Gives us free ores. Again, we're still looking for a whole lot more, so we're happy to grab that. And then we can open this door over here, which gives us ore and ore growth. Perfect. Although we have a mission to do the magic. Okay, so see how this altar is now magical, like golden. This means that it's the final boss that will allow us to awaken it. But as you can see, we actually had the floor boss, which is timed. If you fail any of these bosses, like that golden statue, it does come back and you are able to redo it. If you fail this 3-minute boss at the top here that we're busy currently fighting, you actually lose the round. So there's a bit of a hurry to defeat this boss compared to those other ones, the awakened or the boss challenges. Just so you know. Okay, we finally got him, which is perfect. Like I mentioned, it is the character we're looking for. And is this the final one that we needed for him as well? Doesn't look like it because we're missing some monkeys. But that's okay. So now we can put back the other ones that we needed. So we need him. We got that guy already. We need this one. We need him, and that's it. But we should be able to defeat this guy very quickly. Fantastic. Pick up all that juicy XP, and we're going to use it now to evolve. And now we can keep going. Fantastic. So now I think we are strong enough to defeat this guy, so we're going to do that now. But let's do some of this first. I wish you could lock these. I say that with every game. Come on, game, give me a lock. Okay, we didn't need to this time. Triggering an explosion, dealing 74k true damage to enemies and freeze them. That sounds pretty good, so we'll grab that. XP orb drop, HP regen, that's spell power and spell pen. We'll take that instead. Each time bleed is applied, its level is increased, so that's pretty good for Monkey King. And then we can go with the spell mastery basics, although spring is actually much better here. Summer as well. And once we get those 4 seasons increased, we get a massive boost to our damage as well. So I want to try and get it done. They base off of like your HP and that. So now we're challenging this guy. We've got a minute to defeat him. But like I mentioned, if we don't beat him, you don't have to worry too much about it. You can fight him again relatively quickly. It does spawn again. So it's not like, oh no, I wasn't able to get him. What do I do now? So don't stress too much about it. It is going to respawn him, which is really good for us. Grab the apple. And at least we have that frozen fruit now. So I mean, look how easy this fight was. We're practically immortal. Except for when he drops rocks on our head. Alright, so there we go. It doesn't show it. But we did get the 10 challenge over there. Let's see, we don't need that. Do I get a high quality? We don't, which is unfortunate. Every max health increase your HP regen. That's pretty good. Or we can go for gold and movement speed. We'll just grab that because why not? We get spring over here. When at full HP, excess healing is converted into a shield. So that's big. So what we can do here is you can actually devour this. They give you 1 for free. And all of those effects are still going to be in play. As you can see, the triple combo is still, triple double is still there, even when we hover over these ones. And whatever that gave us is still available to use as well. So that's really cool that that's a thing, because sometimes it's scary that you have to do things like that. I don't know, that gate one is, those options weren't very good. So this is the thing, like I said, oh no, it wasn't that one. It does change. Okay, alright, so it's random. Alright, well, we'll do this one then. So as you can see, if we do double Monkey King, that's not... Maybe I got this wrong. I don't know, but I don't remember being Baozi or whatever his name is. So we did waste with the Monkey King, but I want to do this one because it's one of the ones that we need to do. So we'll grab that. The fact that how... Unless he's the wrong one. No, but I didn't do... Yeah, maybe I got mistaken. I don't know. Alright, mistakes were made. So now it actually shows you, oh, you need that one to get that. So you go and grab it. We've nearly got what we need. We've got him finished, so we'll get that in the future. I hope we can get an awakened one over here. Otherwise, we're going to have to try again. But at least you're learning all the new systems, which is fantastic. Okay. There we go. So we get our magician now, which is fantastic. And we just need to create the last skeleton king. And we'll actually be in the perfect position. We only need 60 more magic crit as well. Although it doesn't feel like we're any closer to getting it. Okay, we do have more money. Let's see, every orb gives more magic power. That's perfect. There's a lot of enemies over here that need to be culled, which just happened. But look how much ore we have now. So the next time we do one of the artifacts, we've got a whack ton of ore to obviously get a whole lot more going for us. So that's why we want the ore growth and ore drop percentage, because then we don't have to worry about the amount of ore drop that we have. Look at that, 1,000 ore. So we know a very, very good spot here. Human realm, yeah, see there's things for ignite, there's things for lightning, there's a whole lot of different stuff for a whole lot of everything. We actually get the Gate of Delusion opened up here, which says every 3,000 distance moved, we summon a poison fog projector. The 8 gates give you these stats, by the way, just so you know. You can upgrade those stats. We're just going to devour that, so it's out of our way. Lightning, 15% damage to controlled enemies, or more damage to controlled enemies. I haven't actually done the lightning evolution, so if we do get one, we'll do it. Ignited units take true damage per second. I don't even think we have ignited enemies, but the game's not really giving us the other options we're looking for, so I guess we can go for... Oh, I don't know what we can go for here. Reroll, I guess. Gate of Life is not what we want. We don't want the Animal Realm. There we go. We finally get the Spell Mastery. So this one says basic on purpose, because as soon as you keep going, you are able to get something called advanced. So I think it goes intermediate and then advanced. And you then get stronger every single time with them, which is really cool. A lot of gold. I guess summons would have made sense here, because we do have the Magician, as well as the Skeleton King. We also have 29 skill points to use. I think it should show up very soon. Or we missed one, and it will come up in one of the rooms as soon as we get there. Picking up all the apples as we go. For additional stats. Okay, there it is there. Oh, it took a very long time to show up. Okay, we got the forge again, which just randomly came. There's summer, so summer got forged, so that's fantastic. We've now got both this and that, so we've got the 4 seasons active, which gives us this. You'll see how cool it looks. once it's active. We got a poison damage bonus over there. Oh, I think we actually saw another upgrade there that we never took. Attack speed, there's spell mastery, intermediate now, so it's gone to intermediate. There's 4 of them that you can grab. We do use summons, so maybe grabbing the summon one is good. Get the animal realm. And like I mentioned, yeah, so massive increase over there. Didn't get everything we were looking for. Come on, how many skeletons more do we need? Finally. So now we can synthesize the 2 of them, which is weird to start off with, but anyway, it costs 20. And also we need a 3rd blue magic. Awesome, look at that. And we're going to get the awakened stand. And it's probably one of my favorite ones, so let's see what happens. I haven't awakened the stand before. Also, we need to keep going in the same direction. So I think we were going clockwise here. I think I was wrong. Maybe I wasn't. It will fix itself. It's okay. But look at that massive AoE. The entire screen covered. Okay, so we get the 20, and now we're going to synthesize it. So remember, it's going to be this guy. He already has Orbiting Bones, Shield, as well as Skeleton Gaze, and he has the Skeleton Legion. So if we go and do this, he then gains a, it looks like maybe another, oh, no, he doesn't. Okay, so he's one, because he already had a double, it stays as a double. What happens is if you compare the two, and you look at him, so it says summon 6 Bone Shields, he summons 9 now. That's every 13 seconds he generates a shield, and it does 74,000 damage, so 3 times more damage to enemies hit, and we generate a shield. His Skeleton Gaze, upon disappearing, the orbs release a skeleton to gaze upon surrounding enemies, dealing X amount of damage, so again, nearly triple the amount of damage. Additionally, it curses enemies and makes them take 100% extra damage, which is double the amount of damage, as one it lasts for an additional second, so absolutely broken. The only thing is we lose one of the major apprentice bonuses, which is a bit of a oopsie over there. So we would have to, well, I think we're going to grab this guy, so it doesn't really matter over there about the Skeleton King. Because luckily, there were already 4 of them and we only need 3 of them. So there is that. But yeah, look at that. Absolutely destructive, awakened skeleton, which is so cool. And the fact that the look changes as well for each of them once they're awakened is absolutely phenomenal as well. So very excited to see what other ones drop. We can get more life, we can get more ore. Could have gone for magic penetration, but you know, that would be too simple. This is kind of crazy just how simple it makes the game feel. Okay, we got the Forge again. Don't get me wrong though, even though we are very strong, there are times where you're very, very weak. The final boss of some of these areas is absolutely bonkers. So don't think, oh, I'm making this look easy. It's also because I have a lot of my upgrades. So like something like this one isn't 104% bonus. So I'll show you how we've upgraded it and the resource that you need after the round is finished as well. So stick around for that. Okay, but we're bleeding, we're poisoning, we're cursing. That's awesome. Only thing is we're not going to get the 240 magic crits that we need. Which is a bit unfortunate, but it doesn't actually matter because as soon as we finish this round, as soon as we win, we're able to speed up the process and do those things. So it's not that important. The most important thing is to first win, because then you can do the 2 times and you'll be able to then do things a lot faster. So instead of spending 15 plus minutes on a round, you can then spend 7 minutes on a round. Okay, summons, move, attack damage, and summon damage. We also get the 6 paths, which is quite interesting. We gain increase bonus damage, physical, and magic. And it gives us an extra revive, and upon reviving, we gain those stats. We can only trigger up to 1 time. It's not that amazing. And I haven't done the next lightning one. So there's one more lightning, which I haven't actually seen myself. Okay. Getting one dude is quite difficult, but I think we've got it. Yeah, okay, we do have it. Perfect. I don't think we'll get him before the final. Oh, maybe. I think it's every minute that thing pops up. So we should have some time. So you'll have noticed a brand new resource. Sometimes there's like a purple crystal that we pick up. I don't know if we had any broken over there. No, we never. So I don't think there's any lying around on the screen that I can see. I think it's red, not purple, by the way. But, sorry, it's red. I think I might have wanted to say pink, but I said purple. It's red. There we go, it's that over there. So see those red crystals? That's to upgrade your artifacts. So we have 71 of them. We actually need quite a lot more than 71, but it's fine the way it is. We've also got our 130% bonus damage back. And we've literally got 2 seconds left, so it doesn't even help trying to get something else over here. Maybe there's something here with magic pen that we can add, like magical crit rate. Because, I messed up there. It was magical crit damage, not crit rate anyway. But it is what it is. And then the boss, I don't think we are going to have to worry about our shields or the boss. You can see at the bottom by our life, we've got a shield that makes us extremely tanky. We actually have a lot of magical power, nearly 10,000 or nearly 7,000, a whack ton of HP. So I don't think we're in any trouble of losing this one at all, especially on this difficulty. And we are doing a whack ton of damage there as well. So it's quite easy, quite effective. We did a lot of damage. We got a lot of ore as well. I think ore is probably one of the biggest things nowadays. As you can see, we only mined 572, but we landed up with a whack ton because of our ore bonus, wherever that may be. I think it's over here. So our ore drop, we had 48% more ore drop, and then we gained 18 ore every 10 seconds. So ore growth and ore drop percentage is very good, and then also gold growth, very, very important here as well. So let me just show you guys quickly the artifacts. So over here, if we go to like the tree, I've got them at 5. As you can see, you can use the green stuff to, if you've finished your talent tree, like I have over here, you are able to then use the green stuff to turn into, you hold F and it turns it into this stuff. And then you can go to these. See, I haven't done the poison one. I haven't picked up one of these. I'm not sure which one it is. And you get an upgrade, and then if you click on it, it upgrades the actual additional power. So we've done lightning. What does it do? It says every stand skill cast, unleash 8 lightning bolts in all directions, dealing damage to enemies and paralyzing them. So if I click on this, it then does a whack ton more damage. So it goes from 300 up to 400, and the paralysis to them increases in the amount as well. So one more time. It goes to 3.2 seconds and 500 damage, all the way up from 2.5 and 200. And that works with everything. So I've done a lot of the 4 seasons. And then obviously it goes and it powers up the bonus as well. 4 seasons as well as the dragons. And then this is also really cool, but there's a lot of them to get it to open. So that's the artifact system and the way that it works. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. There will be more to come in the future. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.